Good morning, everybody. I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher, here to bring you my stitching from the highway and at home. It has been probably a little over a month since I last did an update for you, and I had quite a busy month, so I'm going to try to fit that all in here. It will probably be a long video, and I'm hoping after this to probably get to I'm hoping, since I'll be home for a while, maybe every week or 2 weeks, which I would much prefer because it gets tiring, actually. It's interesting how everybody likes different length videos, but for the actual person who does the videoing, we prefer probably a shorter video because it can get tiring after a while to, to work on this. So anyway, first of all, of course, I better tell you what the temperature is because that's what I normally do. So right now here in Utah, it's 52 degrees. It's about 9:30 in the morning on October 21st. And it's supposed to go up to 73 about. The weather's been really nice. We've had like sunny days. They've been like in the mid 70s and cool nights. So we can open up the windows and let a nice breeze in, but just perfect during the days. I've been doing a lot of gardening, trimming, getting ready for the winter, trimming down bushes and such. So they'll be all ready to come back really pretty next spring. And according to the temperature to come, it's supposed to be staying around like this for a while. Not any inclement weather really to speak of. And that 52 degrees, of course, is 11 degrees Celsius for those who visit me from other countries. And the high is supposed to be around 73 today, a little cooler, 22 degrees Celsius. And grateful to have you here with me. Man, let's see if I've got any housekeeping or anything to do before I start. Oh, one thing I'm going to mention before I start, and so those of you who like this sort of thing, I haven't done it for a while. I'm going to do a giveaway. Now, just off the top of my head, now I forgot the person who sent this to me, and I apologize because I appreciate this because this could be helpful to some of you who may be trying to get this pattern and can't get it. So thank you very much to the anonymous person, because unfortunately she's anonymous now because I forgot her name. Thank you very much for sending this pattern to me. This is our new October to October sale that we start at StitchWest and then end at StitchWest. And this is the new one that we're going to do. Au fil des Nichoirs. It's French for it's like birdhouses. It's like a birdhouse sale. And for any of you who are interested in joining in on the sale, feel free. But also, I'm going to be giving this away. So I know we have actually officially already started the sale, but I'm just going to keep this up for a week. Give it, well, depending on when I come back, a week or 2 weeks. And I will just do the the giveaway then. So please, if you're interested in it, who knows, you might be the one who gets it, and then you can just start up on the sale with all the rest of us. So anyway, giveaway. So, okay, I'm going to start off. I do have, actually, I have one FO and, no, actually I have 3 FOs, which are finished objects. And then I also have an FFO, which I can show now because it was a secret stitch from before. So I guess maybe I better show those first, even though they're way underneath here. So. Okay, this is just a little piece that I stitched. This is from Drawn Thread. When I went to a class by Cindy of Drawn Thread, this was one of the patterns that they gave us. And so I stitched this up mostly there, but then I had put it aside and didn't finish it until now. This thread, she gave everybody a different skein color of thread, and they're from they're threads called Northern Lights. So this was a variegated that I got, and I thought that was really pretty. So that's one FO. The other two FOs you are going to recognize, of course, because I've been doing them all year. So, okay. The first one I'm picking up of the two is My Day Complete by Kathy Barrick. This was my birthday sal with my friend Krista. We both have the same birthday, October 29th. We had an OCT29SAL hashtag Instagram sal. I'll show you what next year's is in just a little bit. And you're very welcome to join us. We have done this now for 4 years. This was our 4th pattern. And we pick it together. We video chat and pick it. So anyway, we both got ours done. And we're excited now to start the new one. This is stitched on a 36 count seraphim fabric. Oh, I didn't write it down. I can't remember it. Well, if I think about it, I'll tell you what it is. Anyway, this is DMC, so it's all DMC. And we put, as you can see here, we put our initials. I put KG for Krista, and then up here I put CK for myself. And October 10/29 for our date of when we were born. So that's kind of how we customized it for ourselves. Anyway, just excited to get this off the Q-snaps and be done with it and move on to our next sal. So we're pretty excited for the one that we picked. So should be fun. And then, of course, the other one that I finished was our StitchWest Octa-Oc sal, hashtag OCTTOOCT sal. It was Sunnyside Sampler. And as this is a long pattern, I will scroll it across the screen for you. I stitched this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. Shows probably more correctly right there on the coloring. 2/2 silk threads, some dinky dye, some NPI. I did some color changes in it. Any of you who did actually do it will know that because you commented on some of the differences that I did. If anybody's interested, I'd be very happy to tell you which ones, but I mean, and what I did. If you want to specify a certain house, I can let you know what colors, but unless you do, I'm just not, putting it in the box down below because I'm not sure if anybody really wants them. So, love this, love this, love this. We had so much fun with this. At the end of this video, I'm going to show a few pictures of StitchWest, and I'm going to show you a picture of all of us who were at StitchWest, who had completed this sal. And boy, there were a lot of us. I didn't count ahead of time, but there probably were 25 about that were there, as well as a whole lot more of you who participated. So thank you so very much for participating in our Octa-Oc sal. And I'll show you in a little while further on when I get to plans and let you know what our next sal is for this coming season. So, okay, so, one other. I'm going to put in right here a video on my secret stitch to a childhood friend of mine. We do a stitch every year from September to September, and here it is. Here is a gift stitch for a friend that I made, and so I'm making this video, at a different time so I can show it after I give it to her. Her and I started last year a childhood friends stitching sal and also a childhood friends book club. And this was our first pattern that we worked on. We started last September and we finished now, and we're going to get together in about 4 or 5 days now, I think, or close to a week maybe, at the Southern California Stitching Retreat. And we will present each other with what we made. So anyway, This is the one that I did. Says, God in heaven, God above, please protect the friend I love. Sent with a smile, sealed with a kiss. I love my friend who's reading this. I had this fabric with the little flowers on it, so I thought that was kind of cute. And so I kind of made a longish pillow with it. So anyway, just wanted to show you that before I take this tour tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, actually. I'm driving down tomorrow, but I'll give a tour on Saturday. So anyway, talk to you later at a soon-to-be sometime video. Bye, everyone. Okay, that was what I made for my friend, for our childhood friends, Sal. That's what we've been calling it now. And here's the same pattern that she made for me and how she finished it. So she made it into a pillow also, sewed it down and fringed the edges for me. So, and thank you so much. Her name's Ruth Ann, and we have been friends since 4th grade. And we both stitch, and we decided to do this childhood friends sell where we start up a piece that we like that reminds us of being friends, and then we stitch it during the year, and then we fully finish it and give it to each other at the Southern California retreat in September. So those are some of the finishes, or those are all of the finishes actually. So now I'm going to move on to whips. Okay, my first whip, I'm just pulling them off the top now, is Temperature Quaker. That always ends up seeming to be at the top because I'm usually working on it and then I just get it done. This is Temperature Quaker, and the pattern is by Stitch and Mommy on Etsy. She is actually having right now, since I've got this up here, I might as well mention, she has a 13% off sale right now in her Etsy shop. She has out a new pattern for next year's temperature piece, which is turtles, swimming turtles, and it's really cute. Anyway, if you would like to get any of her temperature pieces, to start a temperature piece, you need to go on now. I think it's up to the 23rd, if I remember right, but I'm not positive on that. But I know I think it's still going for a couple more days. And you can buy yourself a pattern. And the reason why she started it on the 13th and why she's doing 13% is she has 13,000 subscribers. So congratulations, Sarah. And so anyway, this is what I'm working on. And it's just been really lots of fun. We're getting near the end now. I don't have this off the Q snaps, but you'll be able to see it all right. This is the October portion that I'm working on for the sale right now. I mean, not for the sale, for the Temperature Quaker. As you can see, we're starting to get some like changes in temperature that are typical in the fall. Because weather starts changing. We get different highs and lows and everything. So, and right up here, this was the April one, you can see a little bit of it. So you can see it was doing the same thing. Right up here, though, these ones here were like summer, so they're all like higher temperatures. So what's been happening is pretty much we've been staying in the 70s. That's what all of this green color is here. So that's been the pretty average, maybe a few 60s, which is this green. We did have, 60s was this, and then 50s was this green, and then this blue one was in the high 40s. So that was an odd day. We had a rainy day and it dropped down, but then it picked back up again. And that's what normally happens, at least here in Utah. When we have some inclement weather in October, the temperatures drop really fast. But if we're lucky, and it drops with the rain, but then as soon as the rain ends and we have sunny days again, it goes back up. Gradually, the more time that it has inclement weather, then it's a little harder for it to go back up. So every time we have inclement weather, it doesn't go back up quite as high. So that's why we're out of 80s now and into 70s. And I was afraid after our last inclement weather that we had last week that it wouldn't get up past the 60s, but amazingly it went back up into the 70s again, which everybody around here is pretty happy about. So we'll see what happens, with the next inclement weather pattern that we have. But right now it's supposed to be nice weather for a while. So that is what I have done this last month or so, which was this and then a finish of September, which isn't on the other side of the Q-snap where you can't see. I'm stitching this on a 40 count. I'm doing 1/1 full cross, and I'm using the DMC varied temperature chart that Sarah puts in her temperature patterns. Okay, the next one I have here, I don't know if I have my notes the right way, but we'll see. This is a WhipGo choice, I believe for last month actually. I'm trying to catch up on WhipGo. WhipGo is a bingo where you put in your pieces that you want to stitch during the year. And it is kind of the brainchild of Jessie Marie, of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. This has you can join. You just look it up on Facebook or on Instagram. You can join. Anybody can join group. This is Shenandoah by Carriage House Samplings. This was This was my WhipGo choice. I don't know if it was this month or last month, but anyway, it's one that I had to work on and have to work on. I started it out yesterday, and I'm supposed to work 3 days on it, so I'll be working on it today and tomorrow also. This one I restarted. I don't remember why, actually, but I did. Who knows? Anyway, if you will give me some grace as far as my forgetfulness goes. But I did restart it, and so because of that, there's not a lot done except for I started it up yesterday, so I actually did all of this in there. So you can tell from this that that's actually the horse's mane, and I'm starting the head and the white blaze down the face. So I'm stitching this on a 28 count Picture This Plus Regency, and I'm doing 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads, and I'm using, oh my goodness, with this one I think it's just DMC. I don't have it written down, but I'm pretty sure it's just DMC because I'm not seeing any variegation there in the threads. So as you can see from the picture, see I'm doing the horse's head right now. So I started in the middle. Really love this piece. And I wanted to restart it up again and get some work done on it. So there'll be 2 more days on that to finish my WhipGo obligation. Okay, next one is also WhipGo. This is Prairie Life Sampler by Heartstrings Samplery. This one, of course, is not only called Prairie Life, I also call it the Little House Sampler because it's Little House on the Prairie. All the characters from it, where they lived. There'll also be more motifs underneath inspired by the series and a saying down below. I'm getting pretty close to being halfway done on this. And what I worked on when I did my WhipGo is I finished up all the characters here, except the 1/1, because I was working on this during one of the retreats I was at, and I did not want to work on the 1/1 while I was there at the retreat. I would rather do that at home. So I finished up all these characters here and this underneath. So Jack here is the only one totally finished, and I have to do the 1/1 that's required in all of this section here. And then I will be done with the people and move on. I did have a little bit of extra time since I didn't want to do the 1/1. I ended up working on this, the beginning of one of the little sayings on the piece. So this, I stitched this on 32 count Fairy Dust by Swigart. And I'm using over dyed threads in this, mostly the sampler threads, Gentle Arts. So I'm trying to keep up on my whip go. I'm a little behind. All the way up until August, I stayed caught up on it pretty well, but then I ended up dropping behind. Part of it was I had two secret stitches that I was working on, and the one I'll be able to show you today, but I showed you today, but the other one I just barely finished up, and I can't. Well, actually, I probably could show it to you. I'm gonna have to think about that. No, I probably better not. I did a video on it. I think I better wait and show you the video when she receives it. So anyway, on to the next. Not very much was done on this. I wanted more done on it, but because of the secret stitches and finishing up my two sows, my bird, excuse me, my day complete for my birthday sow, and Sunnyside for the Octoc sow. Those things all had to take precedence. So because of that, my other stitching that I wanted to do got thrown back. But I did pick this up for just a day. We should have been more than that, but that's all right. I'll have more time now, hopefully, to pick it up again. This is a lace maker by Artisy Designs. It's a full coverage pattern. Miles Burkett Foster is the designer, the artist for it. I did about 256 stitches, not hardly anything. I'm going to take a picture of this so next month I can show you more of the area that I covered, because it's been over a month since I have done a floss tube, and I couldn't remember when I looked at this what I actually did. And I think probably then that denotes that I probably just filled in stitches, because the month before that I did a lot of fill in right here, and it showed this green and stuff like that. But I'm thinking that I probably went back to here for that 256 and probably just kind of started with the ones that weren't done and just followed a thread down, I'm guessing. So, because 256 on a 72,000 stitched piece isn't going to show up too much. But I had it off the Q-snaps because some people wanted to see it at the StitchWest retreat. So at least you can see it here now fully. I stitched it on 20, or I'm stitching on 25 count, even weave, gridding it myself, and 1/1 a full cross, which is my go-to for full coverage. And this is the only full coverage I'm really working on right now, because I look at the others and I just get so excited and want to pull them out, but there's other things that I'm excited about finishing too, so they are taking precedence right now. Okay, the next piece I worked on a little more, but I only got about 550 stitches done in this last month, but at least that's better than Lace Maker, was Enchanted Ornament Stocking by Gold Dimensions. This one's also out of the Q-snap. Oops, dropped something. Just a minute. Okay, there we go. This one's also out of the Q-snaps because at StitchWest some people wanted to see it. So I guess you can see kind of all of it right now before I put it back in the Q-snaps and start working on it. A lot of you said, oh, you have nothing left. But the problem is right about here, you see that little bit of green there, that is the end of the hard stuff, or the stuff that takes time. After that, it'll just be my name and a little bit of, like, what are they called? Tent stitches behind the initials of my name. So that won't take too long to do. Letters always go fast with just a few tent stitch. But everything from down below that green, all the way straight across to here, is all more of these leaves, and tons of the leaves. So that's going to take a little while to fill in. But I plodded along, 550. I'm working on this side right now. Decided that I'm going to work on one side until I get to where the ornament is. the hanging part of the ornament. And then when I get done with that, I am going to backstitch it all, and then I'll move to the other side of the ornament hanger. So what I did this time was all of this pretty much. So a lot of greenery. This is, I use the kit floss and fabric, so this is the kit floss and a kind of a light blue Ada fabric that came. Interesting thing about this is it feels so soft now, and I didn't wash it, I didn't do anything. And it has just, since I've been working on this a long time, it has just softened up so nicely. So it's just a dream to work on now. So there she is. And she's going into plans for the next couple weeks. So her and lace maker. So hopefully there'll be more done on them. Okay. This actually is when I mentioned my childhood friends sale that I do with my friend at Southern California stitching, or the retreat. We started up our new sale. So I'm going to show you that, show you what I did for that. This year's sale, we're going to do this friendship sampler by Little Dove Designs. Really cute. Says that side by side or miles apart, good friends are always close to your heart. So that's kind of us. She lives in California and I live in Utah, but we were friends. We've been friends forever. So kind of shows how we feel about each other. So I started in the middle on this one. It's kind of glary in the back there going through, so I'll put that. I'm using Vintage Country Mocha, kind of my go-to, because I figured all the colors, DMC colors, will show up good on this pretty much. And as you can see, I did the sun and a few of the flowers. This is 2/2 on 32 count and DMC. And as you can see, there's where, that's the part I was working on. So that is our next childhood friends sale. Oh, and I guess actually if anybody loves that design, wants to join in, feel free. I'm going to start a hashtag childhood friends sale, and you're welcome to join in. Just like people join in on my birthday sale, even if they don't have the birthday or our birthday sale, because, you know, why not? So everybody's welcome to join in, especially if they love Little Dove Designs and want to work on it. Okay, here's also another Whip-Go. Whip-Go, Whip-Go. This one I brought along to the StitchWest retreat. 2 reasons. One, because I have it as a Whip-Go piece and I needed to work on it, to get my my days done on that. Also because Satsuma Street designer Jody Rice was our designer at StitchWest. She signed my Arcadia pattern that I'm working on. And so brought it along and worked on it. Not a whole lot was gotten done. Busy visiting with all my new friends. But I did work on this part here. I'm stitching this on a 25 count, 2/2 full cross. Seems to work out pretty good. I think it's got good enough coverage on it. I could have maybe done one more thread, but I'm happy enough with the coverage on it. Funky, horrible DMC metallic thread. Much prefer some of the other threads, but this one sure looks pretty though, because you can see how pretty that thread, those silver and gold threads are looking. Want this big, so that's why I did 25/25 full cross. And this is Alaskan blue, Witch Halt 25 count even weave Alaskan blue. Jody asked me actually on the color because she thought it was a pretty good color for it. So I had to look it up, but that's what it is. So this Whip-Go got finished. And was grateful to be able to show it to Jody and work on it during the retreat. Okay, now I'm on to plans, and the first two are, of course, the start of our new cells. And the first one will be the Jardin Privé one, Au Fil des Nichoirs. It's birdhouse cell. This is what we're doing for our October to October cell. Started it at StitchWest on that weekend, last weekend we did, and we will finish it at the next StitchWest. There will be 3 hashtags for this. If anybody wants to join in with us, feel free. We've really been enjoying this. This is our 4th, I think, 4th or 5th, can't remember exactly, but cell, a StitchWest cell. And I can direct you to where you need to go. I have this marked off so that you know what section to do each month. And so anyway, we started this last weekend. And between running around, talking to people and everything else, this is really all I got done. I am starting on the left side. Some people are starting for the actual month depending on what season it is. So they're starting over with the October with the pumpkin. So, and I'm working on mine. I'm doing a 25 count 1/1. I want to have a cute little small birdhouse pattern. So 25 count 1/1 full cross on vintage country mocha. This is only how long it's going to be. And I'm using the called for DMC. Our 3 hashtags for it are Oct to Oxel, hashtag Au Fil des Nichoirs, and birdhouse, hashtag birdhouse cell. Okay, the second cell starting up will be my birthday cell with Krista and I, us B-Day twins. We picked this Margaretha Schropfer reproduction by Jeanette Douglas. Cute little piece. All a bunch of bright colors, little motifs, cute little animal motifs, letters. So we both fell in love with this one. This is the fabric I'm going to use. And it is, oh my goodness. It's 40 count. Un momento. Okay, it's 40 count needle and flax brea. And I'm using the cold 4 DMC for it. So it should, I think it should look really pretty. I put the colors on it and they all seem to really look nice. So that is my second cell that's starting up. This one I'm going to start on my birthday, I think, on my actual birthday. I also have another piece I'm starting on my actual birthday also. It's just a piece that I picked out myself that I've been wanting to start for a while. It's a full coverage. I'm going to do 1/1 full cross on 25 count, on a gridded 25 count. And it is also, at one time I showed you when I was working on my full coverages, especially in February, for full coverage February, I showed you a picture that I had taken, and I had it charted by Sarah, Stitch and Mommy, and I am going to work on this and start on this. This will be this is like a max color. because that was the only way to make it really look nice. So it's like max color and very large. So I mean, it's not the largest piece that I've done, but it's a pretty large piece. So this is a picture that I took several years ago when I was in Yosemite on my birthday. I knelt down by this little creek, and all the fall leaves that had fallen into it, and the little waterfalls and everything. And I took this picture, and I just love it, absolutely love it. So I had this charted, and I'm going to start it. 250 colors, 534 by 400. So it's pretty close to about square. A little longer than it is, a little wider than it is tall. So I'm excited to start that. This will be real fun, tons of confetti, but man, if it takes shape, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So I will start that on my birthday. And then to add to the rest of the to these pieces that I'm working on, I'll also be putting in some stitches on enchanted stocking and ornament stocking and lace maker. So hoping to get those, some work done on those too. So we'll see how much I can fit in. And before I go, last thing is I'm going to show you some pictures of StitchWest and of the retreat. Some pictures will be of my gifts and, little gifts that people come to the table and give. And I want to thank everybody for coming over and introducing themselves. And it was just the greatest. It was one of the friendliest, one of the most enchanting retreats. It was just so much fun. And so I've got some pictures of that. I have some pictures of, I have a video of our table gifts. I got a video of what stash enhancement I did. I have a video of the charts that the designers, we had two designers, Little Stitch Girl and Satsuma Street, of what they gave us. And then also pictures of our pictures from the retreat. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in now so you can see them and kind of enjoy the retreat with me. We had two designers at the StitchWest retreat. One of the designers was Satsuma Street, and these are the patterns that we received from the designer. This is a Christmas fawn pattern, like an ornament. And then this is a pattern called Welcome, with the birds in the birdhouse during the winter. Really, really cute pieces. And we also had a second designer, Little Stitch Girl. And she also, we got two patterns from her also, as well as a cup and some stickers. The one pattern from Jordan was a Quaker called Snow-Capped. It's really cute. And then the other patterns by her mom. I love when winter starts, but even more when winter departs. So anyway, those are the two designers and their patterns that we received at the retreat. Over here is my stash acquisitions. And I got a pair of scissors, some needle minders, a grab bag of dinky dyes, and 3 pieces of fabric. One from Live and Dye LA and 2 from Under the Sea. So those are my stash acquisitions. Okay, here are the gifts from all the stitchers, the freebie gifts. So much fun stuff. Thank you all for such a lovely, lovely time meeting all of you. And thank you so much, Deb and Kef, and all the people in StitchWest that put on such a wonderful retreat. Before I forget, I forgot to tell you at the beginning of the video what the comment should be below for me to put you into the giveaway. And it'll be birdhouses. So anything that you can just put down birdhouses or put it in your comment, whatever. So, and I'll try to put that at the beginning too, like a little typed in thing underneath. Okay, before I forget, on to our gratitude for today. Simple, easy, life is beautiful. And it certainly is. Boy, that is a cute bird. So bright and colorful. Our stitching can sometimes be bright and beautiful too, if we like bright colors. And just gorgeous, gorgeous. I took a picture this morning. I got up, I get up pretty early and do a lot of things, but I always forget to go outside right around the time of when we have a sunrise or sunset. And today I did that. And I'm going to put a picture in at the end here. It'll probably be, one of my end pictures. And it's this gorgeous, gorgeous picture of a sunrise here in Utah. And all these gorgeous colors. So life is really beautiful. So you guys remember that as you go on, hopefully just the next week or two before I get back in touch with you again. Remember to find the beauty out there. It's there. And I'm grateful for my viewers, grateful for all you guys. And you have a great day, stitching or otherwise, and I will see you soon. Bye.